everyone. You are welcome to Leadership Legacy Podcast. You are welcome back here. I'm sure you've been learning on this page, and we trust that you are putting into action everything that you have learned. Right now, today, we are moving into another powerful session, and my name is Bukola. I'm here
with Ify. Welcome to this episode of the Leadership Legacy Podcast. It's been an amazing journey so far, and it gives me great pleasure today to welcome a very special guest, someone who has or who wears many crowns. As a veteran banker, a marketing consultant, a former president of Lagos Country Club 2 times, a marriage counselor, and a community leader. Chief Olayinka Ogunmekan is fondly called Triple O by those of us who know him.
Triple O.
He has led across generations and across sectors, from the banking halls of Barclays to the boardrooms of multinational firms, from the Lagos Country Club to the pews of Ware's Memorial Methodist Cathedral, Lagos. Chief, you're welcome. It's an honor to sit with a living legend and bridge between the old and the new. You're welcome, Chief.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is great. Even before the program started, we've had fantastic discussions. And so,
Tell me about it.
learning from such a legend is going to be phenomenal. I want you all to get your pens ready. You are taking down some nuggets today. So, sir, I know that you grew up more in Shagamu, and we've spoken about your time at Taishulare School, Mayflower then. So you have built a career across continents, right, also. And so looking back, what were the early influences? What actually shaped your view of leadership and service that you decided to plunge yourself into all these services and everything you do now? What will you say kicked it off from your younger years?
Yeah, I was I was brought up in Shagamu, even though born in Ikene. I only went back there for my secondary school, but I grew up in Shagamu. And my father was a teacher, a principal, headmaster in those days. My mother was a teacher. So, and that issue of leadership has been something I've been seeing, working out my dad. And at times, it can be inborn. At times, you cultivate the idea, seeing and watching your dad, your parents, the way they operate. So I think I gained a lot from that angle, from my dad. When he retired as a principal, as a headmaster, he went to photography. And from there, when Queen Elizabeth came to Shagamu, that's when he started this hotel business by accident. Because his place was right opposite the Akargo Palace. And the entourage, in those days, they want to take something. So they came to the place and started taking beer. That's how the man just felt, this must be a good business. We were small, I was still small, and we were watching. So whatever you do, you are showing leadership, you are showing the lead to your parents, to your children. They'll be watching you. You might think they are small, but that's what they grew up with. From there, when they left that day, he started thinking, oh, this is a good venue. He started. That's how Shagamu Amsin came to life. Shagamu Amsin was the talk of the town. It's always, is it we call it inn. It's an inn is a small hotel, but there were no rooms there. From that Itaoba, he moved to Isaloko. Isaloko was the place. And we have many people visited from Lagos, Ibadan. In fact, the British Embassy, the High Commission then, they will come from Lagos, come to Amsin. The one from Ibadan will come to Amsin. They exchange their diplomatic bags. Ibadan go to Ibadan, Lagos go to Lagos. So this was how I was brought up amongst such cadre. In those days, when you want to drink or eat with a foreigner, you come to our place. I had my interest to know that WNTV first in Africa, right? Amsin was one of the 5 places that was shown that day. First in Africa. They showed in 5 places. And Amsin happened to be one of the places. That day, the whole of Shagamu almost emptied into our place. They were showing Olayinka O, but the voice was not very clear. But we are seeing that time there were no decoration per se. They put 2 tables on top of each other, put bedsheet, and put television on top. I still remember. My father was showing that leadership trail, and I was following, I was copying. So to lead isn't a problem. My father, you don't tell him no. When I say, go and do this, don't tell him no. Go and start it first. Then you can come back to him. Before you know it, he will go there and start it himself. Leadership by example. And I'm used to it.
Oh, this is amazing. Taking us on that journey of parental leadership and modeling leadership for our children and the next generation. It's something we do without even being conscious of the fact that we are being watched and our children are learning from us.
Yeah.
So we must now be conscious of it, that we must be intentional about what we're modeling for our children. And that they are watching, even if we don't know. They are watching us take decisions. They're watching us take bold strides in business and in the public sector. And this is a great example for them to follow. We talked about even the history with the foreigners coming to Arms Inn to stay with your family.
That way out.
You know, was that also part of the things that shaped your culture? For example, you ended up working with a Swedish multinational since 1978, and this is no small feat. What have you learned about bridging cultures with these European partners of yours?
Well, since that time, when we used to, the head of Shagamu, the head of Delhosu, white man, NEPA, white man, Waterworks, white man. So I usually play along with their children. When they come on vacation here, that's the only way. And I was brought up with English diet. It was at the age of 20-something I learned how to eat eba.
Wow.
And I was brought up in Shagamu. But each time I went to my grandmother's place, my mother's side, the pounded yam, yes, I take it because they call her Yaniyo. I take pounded yam. And Amala and pounded yam are the only 2 foods that I know we take. Because those white people, those foreigners, when they come, they want to have a taste of Nigerian meals. They know how to do this. So it's always pounded yam and amala. It's just small quantity. We don't sell that outside. It was sandwiches. If I don't eat mashed potato, I eat boiled potato. No boiled potato, fried potato. baked beans, scotch egg. Because we have scotch egg from Lagos. Sandwiches, chicken, that one, fried chicken, roasted chicken. Those are the things I was eating. In fact, to tell you a joke, that legend, Baba Dukale, the founder of Libre Assurance, very down-to-earth man, very down-to-earth. When I was working in Kaduna, right, the man will come to me, that is, I should prepare his own breakfast also. Because my
Okay.
breakfast was always bacon,
Special.
baked beans, fried egg, and all those things.
That's English breakfast.
Yeah, that's what I would just do it, go and put on his table. But the man, he encouraged me to do banking. He drove away all other tenants and left me alone. Say, I want to see this boy grow up. Yeah. So I'm very, very grateful to him. Very down to earth man. So I grew up that way. So
With cross-cultural environment.
yes, so and when I had my stint with Sweden, that one another chapter. The other day I knew that look, you don't go to an office to look for your friend. He said, "Yeah, you are passing by." He said, "I'm just passing by, just come." You are going to disturb him from work. They didn't do it in Sweden. No. They won't even allow you to enter. So that all those things, when I was in the bank, I don't receive visitors. Yeah. Because, when we were in the bank in those days, we had foreigners as being managers, accountants, and all those. Yes. You express yourself, but in a decent way. The time I was given, yeah, in a decent way, I got a memo from my boss, the manager of a branch. I told him I want to see the area manager because I shouldn't have been given that memo. My manager arranged it. The manager, a white man, the area manager, a white man. He arranged it. My immediate boss was a black man. He was trying to suppress and oppress my subordinates. I said, no, this is wrong. I won't sound it. I got memo. The manager said, I have to give you that memo because I don't want to create any bad precedent. I went to see the area manager. I saw the area manager, this is what happened. You know what he said? He listened to me. He now gave me a paper. He said, read it. On top of the one letter, my branch manager said, despite this one letter, this boy is the ambassador of the branch and the best staff I have.
Imagine that.
Can you imagine? The area manager said, look, Mr. Area Manager, I want to leave that branch. I'll see what will happen in that branch. He said, what? I said, look, you full exuberance. I threw my hand in my pocket, brought out the paper, sick paper. It was a Wednesday for the rest of the week. He said, Ogunmekan, don't be childish. I said, I'm not childish. I'm not childish. I'm only being realistic. But we do it in decent ways in those days. Not nowadays that you have to almost punch your boss. No. I spoke. You know what I wrote on the paper? On the paper, the one letter. I don't want this boy's career to be spoiled in this bank. As a result, I'm moving him off immediately to another place. So he should be transferred to another branch immediately. I never went back to that branch again. Honestly. So I've seen the way leaders should behave that will impact well on the subordinates, that is not discourage them, and still the leader will still instill discipline. You understand what I mean now? So he didn't say he was supporting me, right? But he just felt this boy must be good. If the manager could say he's still the best staff, he's the ambassador of the branch, then I have to encourage him. If he had done otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. So leadership is something that is stage by stage in different sectors.
Yes.
Thank
yeah,
you so
well,
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. You said everything about the type of food that you grew up with. So we can call you Ajebota.
Well, somehow. well, somehow.
Yeah.
My girlfriend then, the time anytime she comes, that's my first wife now. Anytime she comes there, she bring her gari. When she's going, she go with the remaining one. I won't eat it, take it, eat it. Yeah. Something now happened. I took some people, we went to the commander, the army commander's office in the Ondo area. I was working in Ondo then. They wanted to impress us. They went to kill chicken, prepare food, and the food ready. I went to Eba. I said, I don't eat Eba. The man said, if this man is not happy here, I was the only male among all the females that were there. And if I say I'm going, all the females will have to go. Because without me, they won't be there. The soldiers just went, no. He now told the soldier, go and buy bread. By the time the man came back, when you are wet in army uniform, it will show. By the time he brought the bread in, he was choked. So I will eat this thing, some bread that somebody suffered for. I managed to eat some part of it, but I kept my cool. When I got home that day, the following day, I put up water, I put Eba, tried to eat. As if a baby was being forced to eat. I can never forget. I can never forget.
You became an Eba eater with.
But then, I eventually no, not really. Even up till now, but in the club now, I eat Eba most of the time. You know the reason? That's only foodstuff that does not have preservative. That's why I'm shifting to Eba.
To Eba now.
Yeah. All this semo and all those things. I mean, flour and all those things, they have preservative. I'm not demarketing them. I still eat them. But Eba is the only one that is original.
True.
From the farm to the table.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. You talked about eating Eba in Lagos Country Club. That's a place where you have a president twice.
Yes.
A feat that some people will never achieve, even once. And you're a long-time member of several elites associations. What lessons can you say social leadership has taught you? And how can you influence beyond these titles?
For your information, yes, I was acting president. I was vice president, became an acting president, went away, came back as associate president in year 2002, left as president. And during that period, there's a legacy I left, the club anthem.
You developed the club anthem.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, you sing it for us before we go.
No problem. And for your information, this year, I was called upon again, come and lead the club.
Yes.
That's our issue.
Our challenge,
And
yes.
God gave it to the caretaker committee, which I shared, and we were able to resolve it.
The credit to your leadership, sir.
We thank God.
Yes.
So leadership is not about flexing your muscle or saying, I'm the one. No. You must carry everybody along.
That's the word.
I can tell you something that all the portfolio officers that sat with me up to 2005 when I was president, we are still very much intact. All the 7 portfolio officers.
Wow.
We still move together up to now. And that shows I was not. Yes, I can have 50 people sitting down here, and I can tell you something. I can engage each and every one of you.
At our levels.
Not to be idle. That was what my daddy, one of the things I gained from my dad. In that place, if it's a place of work, you have many staff. He will use each and every one of them. I think that one has to be inborn now.
Yeah.
Because I will use each and all of you will be busy.
Inherit.
Yeah. And in the house, same thing. Same thing goes in the house. Yes, I'm proud to say yes. You might come to say about my family life. Maybe I should leave that till then.
No, it's okay. That's actually
sure.
the next
That's actually the
question
next
on marriage and
question.
mentorship.
Okay, maybe spirit is directing me.
Yes, it's already directing you to move into that.
Even though I'm not really a pastor, but I believe in Jesus Christ somehow. And I have connection with Muslims. My grandfather was a Muslim. But that Akeson in the Lagos here, that was named after my grandfather. Because any Peru child, the nickname is always Akeson. Yeah, Akeson. So that Akeson was named after him. It was, unfortunately, none of us has any house there in that Akeson. But a grandchild has built one house there now.
Oh, okay.
He even spoke with this morning. He was telling somebody about that area. I said, this is the story. This is the story of that place. Because my father was a Muslim. He was one of those that even called for prayers there in those days when he was small. It was the college he went to that changed him to Christianity. Because himself, some other apology to some other, they were classmates at Wesley College. Yeah. So, issue of family, yes. I'm a polygamist, and I'm proud to say it. I'm very proud to say it. But polygamy is different. Very different. I've written 2 books on marriage. The first one was Steps to Good Marriage. The second was Anatomy of Marriage. There's nothing wrong in marriage. There's nothing wrong in polygamy. There's nothing wrong in monogamy. It is we, the actors. I don't want to give that legacy for the younger ones. You can see people being polygamous, but the headache in it, I'm just lucky. All my friends, I did not allow them to have any second wife. But they always ask one question, Yinka, you have 3 wives. You discourage them from having second one. You are not telling us anything bad about your marital life. Say, I don't talk bad about my wives outside. What issues we have is always at home. But to the glory of God, I have never had any issue. We've not had any issue that somebody will come from outside to come and settle us. No. That's leadership quality. I'm not encouraging. Nowadays, don't try it. In those days, our mothers would even prepare bed for concubine to come and sleep with our fathers. If you try it today now, you and the concubine, you meet yourself in Gobi hospital. You in Gobi hospital. I took marriage as a business, a company, where the husband is the chairman, the other wives are board of directors. This
Marriage as a business. Yeah.
when we were young, even though my children the youngest one is now 37.
Your father himself.
Yeah. There's a wife in charge of education, a wife in charge of medical. Even if your child should be sick, should fall sick, you don't sleep in the hospital with him. It's the wife in charge of medical that sleeps in the hospital. Yes.
Which might not be the child's mother.
Yeah. And there's another one in charge of socials. Material things, we want to buy things for them, that's one. And we hold meetings that time every month. We meet every month.
The board.
The
Where
board of
we talk
directors.
We talk freely. Freely. Say anything you want to say. Nobody should hold it against you once you leave that room. And we don't hold the meeting until midnight, until late night. So we don't have any disturbance. No disturbance. Yeah.
Interesting model of family management.
Exactly.
So it's part of legacy somehow. If you fall into it, how do you do it? How do you handle it? Because there are some people that are destined. Some of these young ones, because they have money, they go into it. And how do you handle it? So those things. But now that the children we are only 4 in the house now. No child, no children, no more children in the house. And we sort things out ourselves.
Okay, lovely.
Interesting.
Not that we don't have misunderstandings, so don't misunderstand me. But we sort it out. we sort it out.
Okay, it's a final reflection that we need to have.
Yeah.
So on the final reflection of your years, you're going to be talking to our young audience. You've seen it all from banking reforms and discipline as a young banker to shifting moral values in the national landscape. What advice would you give to today's young leaders about leading with grace, grit, and godliness?
My advice to the young ones, you must have purpose. A good leader, you must be purposeful. You must have passion. You must be focused. Don't copy your friend. Don't copy somebody else. We have different talents. Use your own talent the way God has given you. Some people have the talent of talking. Some have the talent of writing. Some have the talent of listening. So you, as a good listener, don't go and become somebody who is a good talker. You will fail. If you can write, do your writing. Read it. Don't envy. You have to be passionate. Know what you are destined for and go all out for it. Don't be shy. Life, you can have, two people can have headache. This one will use 2 Panadol, right? The headache will go. Then I'll have, might use 10 packets of Panadol, it won't go. He will use Fensic. Same problem, different
Different
solutions.
solutions, yes.
So don't copy. To be a good leader, don't be the type that be shouting on your subordinates. Don't. That's just my advice.
Wow. Wow. This has been this has been like what do we call it? A master class. Crashed into one. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Remember, always subscribe onto our YouTube channel. We are on Spotify. We are on all social media handles. Please look out for Leadership Legacy. Leadership Legacy, and you will be able to always get notifications when our podcast drops. Make sure you do that. And so from Ife and I, we are saying
Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.